Yes, my lord. Still representation before. My lord, we stopped at paragraph 16. Maybe what if any witnesses have now come in? If there are any witnesses for the petitioner, they should move out.
Why would we not have?
Yes, Sergeant Nambi. 16. 16.3. It is your statement. The first respondents, agents, and campaigners, Virige Musa, Navakoza Rita, campaigned for him at White Stars Junior Junior School Boarding Center by holding his campaign poster within the polling center, asking voters to vote for the first respondent. First, do you have any evidence that the mentioned persons, agents, the first respondent? Anyway.
Yes, my lord.
Where is that evidence?
As is contained in the affidavit, it was said Attorney Ronald, Finance Number James, and attached to this petition.
Please take us there to the evidence attached to those affidavits that these names are agents. Because you already explained to us what constitutes an agent and how they are appointed. We are looking for evidence that the first respondent had agents by the names of Virige Musa and Navakoza Rita. The evidence within, because I've not seen any. The parameters as per your answer on who qualifies to be an agent, the candidate. Probably there's an area I've not read in the petition.
My Lord, in the attachments to my petition, there's a petition for Counsel Ronald.
Petition for?
Counsel Ronald and Nansamba.
This is not a petition. This matter.
There is an affidavit for Counsel Ronald and Nansamba Jim.
Page number?
1246. That's for Counsel Ronald.
You take the
And
evidence.
then Nansamba Jim is 1250.
Yeah, let's start with the first one. Show us the evidence that they were agents.
Who is the first one?
The first one is Chibirige Musa. No, the first one is
In
maybe you want to take us to Counsel Ronald.
yes, Counsel Ronald is on page 1246.
Is there an
and
attachment?
1247.
Where is the
And on
attachment?
paragraph 7,
Beyond the paragraph, the
it
attachment.
says that Chibirige Musa, paragraph 6 and 7, he mentions, actually 5, 6, and 7, he mentions to an 8.
That's his evidence.
To this,
We are not
to
yet.
his
We are
affidavit
not yet.
regarding that
We are
person.
not yet evaluating his evidence. Your evidence that you are such an agent of the first respondent by the names of Chibirige Musa and Nambi Zarita. Is it there?
My Lord, this is contained in the affidavit for Counsel Ronald on page 1246 and 1247.
I want the appointing instrument.
For which agents?
I not
Mention the agents that-
Chibirige Musa and Nambi Zarita. She states these are agents.
So you want the appointment letters?
She has said there's an attachment.
I have, my Lord, I have said that all the evidence to this effect in paragraph 16.3 of my affidavit is to do with
What you are told.
page 1246 and 1247 of the affidavit of Counsel Ronald, as mentioned clearly that I was informed by Counsel Ronald and answered that then, and I attached the evidence.
That attachment is all I want.
It is in this petition, in
Yeah,
this
yeah.
affidavit.
Where is it? The evidence attached.
Oh.
as stated. For Chibirige Musa and Nambi Zarita as agents. Is it there?
It is in the affidavit
Oh,
of
in the
Counsel
statement.
Ronald on paragraph from 5 to
The statement. Now, do those statements have an attachment? Next. Because I take your words, there is an attachment. Is there such an attachment to those paragraphs?
I made that my petition is supported by Counsel Ronald's affidavit, which I have attached. Yeah.
Confirm that you only have statements, but not attachments. Clear that record. It's only statements by your witness, but no attachment of evidence on those paragraphs. In the case of it.
This is the evidence.
Do you know
This
that an
affidavit.
attachment? Do you know what an attachment is? You wrote it. There's an attachment. Do you know what an attachment is?
No, I made that the affidavit for Counsel Ronald is attached to my
Then
petition.
confirm that there's no attachment of such evidence in that affidavit. You can't because there is none. My Lord, beyond that, do you have evidence or proof that Chibirige and Nambi campaigned you as Nambi? Any proof of campaigning at that polling station?
My Lord, as I've put it clearly, page 014 of my petition is that 16.3 I say that I'm informed by Kato Ronald
Okay.
and Nansamba Jane, and the evidence I attach is the affidavit of these same persons.
Okay, you depended on the information in that affidavit, on the statements. In your entire, on the statements you depended on, are there any photographs in any of those affidavits? That's what I mean attachments. Any? Did you submit any photographs or any such attachments to any of your witnesses?
No, my lord.
Your statement, you do not have any photographs.
Apart from the photographs clearly attached on page 1285.
So on some, it is your statement.
And 1287.
So it is your statement that on some evidence you depend solely on information, and others you have attachments. I want you to understand what I mean by that.
Yes, my lord.
And that in the ones of Kato, there is no such evidence proving campaigning at the polling station.
Yes, my lord.
No photographs, no voice messages.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. Besides this information, again, if they record, you have that report. If they have a report to you, probably it's the basis. You have such a report from your agents, your purported agents. On that, because you stated you did not have earlier on, that you do not have the record on the counted votes, but you have in the case other offenses. You have such evidence. Yes. By way of report. Is it there or not?
My lord,
A report to you or to whoever?
I have stated in the petition 16.3 that I was informed by Kato
Okay.
Ronald
And that's the basis.
and attached the evidence
Attached. When you say attached,
and put the affidavits of those said persons
put the
attached
statement.
to my petition. Yes.
Okay, so there's no report to you. Is there any? A report, written report by your agent to you, is there any? Yes or no? A written report detailing what happened. Is there any such an issue? Or you don't know?
No, my lord.
Is there any such report to the NRM?
To the
NRM, you purported to be under NRM somewhere.
I
Is
am
there,
under-
is there such a report to the NRM?
my lord.
The evidence attached.
No evidence attached.
Is
but
there?
Report.
Is
by
there?
NRA.
Your lawyer will come, man. Is there any such report to the Electoral Commission?
Regarding this particular case.
Yes, about that is in electoral offences. That's not trivial. Don't, it's not trivial. And just one mention of an offence it can overturn the will of the people of Kawenga. That's why let's not trivialize it. Is there any such report to the Electoral Commission? You know what a report is now.
Yes,
And
my
you,
lord.
I take it you have had lunch. Is there any such report? Simple. Yes or no? To the Electoral Commission that you know of. About that incident,
What is attached here is the affidavit of
do
the
you
member
have
that
any
informed me.
report? You know what a report is? Okay. Do you know what a report is?
My Lord, I want to state that I have the affidavits.
Did you go to school?
attached.
Did you go to school, Nambi?
Yes, I did.
Have you ever obtained a report?
My Lord, I beg not to answer that.
So there is none. Do you know where Honorable Nalukoola was on that day? Respect to this evidence.
I do not know,
You don't know.
where he was. My Lord.
So, do you have any evidence there that these were his agents as asked earlier?
My Lord,
You don't.
as stated in this particular paragraph, I have evidence in this affidavit of the same persons, Katoro.
Okay, out of that evidence, since you insist, is there evidence in that affidavit that the Honorable Nalukoola knew about what was pertaining to this incident, but he had the knowledge?
My Lord,
Where?
I can.
That he had the knowledge about what these people, about his agents, that he knew what they were doing.
My Lord, I've presented
Where Kato
this
says
evidence to the best of my knowledge,
your knowledge.
of what I was informed by these.
Okay, does Kato state anywhere that evidence that Nalukoola knew about this incident? Does it state on the face of it anywhere?
In paragraph 7,
Read it. That Nalukoola had that knowledge. Maybe let me read for you.
in paragraph 6, 1247, Kato Ronald states, while at the polling center, the said Chibirige Musa held the poster of the first respondent, and I had him telling voters to vote for the first respondent if they want Kawempe North to devolve. Followed by the 7th paragraph, I know that Chibirige Musa is a supporter of National Unity Platform Political Party and the first respondent, and he was his active campaigner.
Okay. You know, to guide you better.
Despite, in paragraph 8, they said, despite my protestation and complaint, the second respondent's officials did not prohibit Chibirige Musa from holding up the poster of the first respondent at the polling center.
Okay, to put in proper perspective, read 16, where you derive this. Paragraph 16, what you state, then it will probably assist you. 16, what do you state?
I state that the first respondent personally, or his agents or campaigners, with
All
his
these
knowledge,
agents and campaigns.
and campaigners with his knowledge.
Okay, with his
and
knowledge.
consent
You can first
or
stop there.
approval.
First stop there, with his knowledge. Where is it in that affidavit? Saying that he knew that someone was somewhere holding his poster. In that. Is it there or it is not?
Where somebody was holding the poster.
That the first respondent knew or had this knowledge, as stated by you in 16, with his knowledge, that at that particular polling station, someone was holding his poster. Is your statement with his knowledge? Personally, is your statement. Is it there or it is not? It's not. Not affidavit or yours. Is it there or not?
What I've read is what is there.
Is it there? Yes or no? Do you know how to read?
Not personally,
Okay.
but is affiliated
Not personally.
to the National
Not-
Unity Platform in his knowledge as
So-
Katorona.
There is no evidence that he personally knew, right? Secondly, you proceed. His knowledge, proceed with the paragraph 16. 16, you stopped at knowledge. The first
Campaigners.
respondent personally and or his agents and campaigners with his knowledge, campaigners with his knowledge, even if they are to be campaigners with his knowledge, proceed.
And consent or approval campaign
Consent.
in the following
Consent and approval.
campaign in the following places on
Consent
election day.
and approval. Do you have such evidence that the first respondent consented to whatever was taking place? That he consented to someone holding his poster or someone scrolling.
My
Is it
lord,
there?
in the affidavit of Nansamba Jen.
Do you know what
and
consent
Kato,
is?
Kato Ronald. Beg your pardon,
Do you know what
Kato Ronald.
consent is?
These people are attributed,
Complex.
these people in the affidavit
Yes.
are mentioned to be active campaigners to the first respondent, and I have attached the affidavit to this court.
Well, not to take you far, just show me where an issue of consent and approval, even if it's general, because you're trying to infer. So, consent and approval, like, this is what constitutes consent and approval.
My lord, it is mentioned in this affidavit, page 1247, that this said Chibirige Musa is an active campaigner for the first respondent. On paragraph 7, and also to say that once Kato Ronald complained to the second respondent's officials at the
Evidence.
electoral area,
Okay.
still the poster remained up.
So, where is the evidence of his being a campaigner?
This is the extent of the evidence that is here, and it's before court.
Anyway, precisely, show a court where Nalukoola, Honorable Nalukoola is involved in all this. His knowledge, his consent, his approval. That is all we want. Where is he involved? Where is he culpable? Where is he a perpetrator? Is it
In the
there?
affidavit for Nansamba Jen 1250, paragraph 5, the people Nansamba Jen is quoting to say that they told her by the duo at this Sparks Junior School polling station, Chibirige Musa and Counsel Nalukoola Rita, that he should vote for the first respondent, and it's attached as the
Okay.
affidavit for Nansamba.
Where is it that Nalukoola has the knowledge that we are telling her? Where is it? And Nalukoola was even aware that he had the knowledge. Is it there or not?
These are people campaigning for the first respondent according to 1250.
Okay,
Evidence
64.
in this affidavit.
It's the same as, it's based on the information stated to you. Paragraph 16. Adjudicatorio in the paragraph 16. Again, statements from Mulinda Mike, Damba Kezekia, voting agent of the first respondent at the voting station campaign for the first respondent. Where is that evidence? Yagambako Ezekiel. At least that one would be within your reach as a calling agent.
On page 1252,
Yes.
my Lord, the evidence is within Muliva Mines.
Okay. These are also, again, this is about
And
statements
before court.
told to you by who?
Muliva
In
Mines.
your mind. That is where it stops. Well, you're mentioning umbrellas. All umbrellas refer to the Honorable Nalukoola. There's an umbrella, then it is someone is holding it and waving it.
My Lord,
That's merely
My Lord, you guided earlier that this is evidence now on either mind. And the witness is being taken deep
no, she went there.
into that evidence.
My Lord, if she goes there, yes, it is in her paragraph 16.4. Yes, that the first respondent, that the campaign for the first respondent by holding and waving the umbrella, the political symbol of the first respondent, and saying to the voters who could to vote that vote the umbrella. Yes. Does the umbrella, someone said vote for the umbrella, does it refer to Nalukoola? Honorable Nalukoola.
my Lord, in this very paragraph, with the attachment of Muliva Mines, he has vividly explained in this evidence.
Listen.
Listen to the question. What you are saying.
Let me tell you what I wanted. Is there a photograph of such an umbrella? Does that umbrella relate? Will you have the umbrella and its colors program even reading you? That umbrella. The umbrella is referred to Nalukoola. But by waving an umbrella, it is Nalukoola. Is it the case?
According to the, I can read that
Does
the political,
does an umbrella refer to Honorable?
this evidence was picked in his affidavit that, okay, the umbrella does not equal to Nalukoola per se, but it is,
Simple.
he
It
mentions
does
here,
not, the umbrella does not equal.
but he says
to-
it's the political
the
symbol.
umbrella does not equal to you,
Okay.
who is on the stand, does not equal to Nalukoola. So is it your statement from your government that all umbrellas refer to a political party?
No,
So read the last word. Vote the umbrella, it is the key. That is your statement.
my Lord, in 16.4,
You are saying umbrella is the key.
there's a statement that says that it's a political symbol of the first respondent.
Okay, was the key one of the symbols in this election? I'm mentioning umbrella and the key. Are you aware that a key was one of the symbols? It is the key. Are you aware? Just within your knowledge. Was the umbrella, was the key one of the symbols?
No, my Lord.
You are not aware. Do you know the Forum for Democratic Change?
Yes, my Lord.
Did it have a candidate in that race?
Yes, my lord.
Is it within your knowledge that the key is a symbol of FDC? You Nambi.
Now,
Do you know that for a fact?
in this paragraph,
Do you know just one fact?
Since you stop reading,
You're reading into my...
just listen to the question that you answer.
yes, my lord.
Yes, you know that.
Ask your question again.
Yes, I do.
She knows that the key is the symbol. So here you are talking about an umbrella and the key. Does the key also refer to Nalukoola, the candidate, going to qualify as a campaign?
Leave the documents alone.
Yes.
Let's focus on the lawyer. Listen to the question and answer.
The answers are not by the way it goes. They are from the statements you made. That's why they should
Now,
be.
listen to the question.
Would someone, by alluding to the key, someone talking about the key, would someone vote Honorable Nalukoola? Because the key is one of the symbols on the ballot paper.
No, my lord.
Again, did you report or did you obtain the report yourself on this issue? A report from your agent on this issue. I have the report from. It's not there. Did you receive a report mail from your agents, purported agents? Yes or no?
I received this information.
Did you receive a report? I take you back to when I went to school. Reports, basic.
No, I didn't
You did not receive a report.
but I got informed by my
Upon being told, let's not even go to the fictitious agent, by the way, who has no face to affidavit, no ID. Did you, upon receiving that information, report it to the Electoral Commission yourself as candidate? Yes, I think.
We shall refer to them if they are needed. You just listen to the question that you answer. As far as
Did you, upon receiving this statement, did you report the same to the Electoral Commission?
No, my lord, but I came here to seek for treatment.
Do you know how many people, you are mentioning numbers here, who are influenced by those statements, umbrellas? Do you know? If any was influenced?
No, my lord.
You do not know how many people were at the polling station during that time, or whether there was any.
No, my lord.
Okay. Even on this, I'll take you back to paragraph 16. You have, is it in your knowledge that the Honorable Nalukoola knew about what was transpiring at this polling station? If you had the knowledge,
No, my lord, but affidavit informed me as such.
you, because the other person is not here, may not even come, you don't have the knowledge. Do you know, or is it anywhere in the evidence that he consented and or approved what was happening at that polling station? To the umbrellas being waved or keys?
Yes, my lord, according to the affidavits I've just read for Nansamba and also for Kato.
And it is indicated there, for your information, that he knew, he approved, he consented.
The affidavits indicate that they are campaigners of his.
Answering your own question, maybe I leave you to come here.
No.
Yes. Is it their statement plainly? Or an inference like you're trying to derive that he had knowledge somehow, probably he was around, that he consented what was happening and approved? You have such information.
No,
Even
my lord.
Paragraph 18. Okay, let's start with 17, which leads to this. I state that on election day, the first respondent's agents and campaigners, with his knowledge and consent or approval, obstructed voters from voting at the election. Did you campaign in did you hold campaigns in that election? You know.
Yes, my lord.
And what was the purpose of your campaign?
My lord, to salute the people's support.
Yeah, so that people vote for you.
Yes, my lord.
Did the first respondent also campaign in this election?
Yes, my lord.
And do you know the purpose for which he campaigned?
The same to solicit for support.
So it is your case that a person who campaigns would solicit for people to vote for him, but not to obstruct. Because you're looking
Yes,
for
my lord.
voters. Okay. So it is false under paragraph 17 for you to state that you obstructed voters. Because it contradicts your answer and the intention. Well, paragraph 18. Paragraph 18, I am informed by Babide Sherina. You there?
Yes, my lord.
Chikamai Eli and Nasanga Deborah. And Nasanga Deborah, which information we believe that the respondent's agents, again in this paragraph, briefly, since I touched a bit of it, that the first respondents' agents and campaigners, Kenya Boni, Honorable Balimwezo, etc. You have evidence that the named persons are agents of the first respondent. You have been there, now you know the yes or no. You know what qualifies. You have such evidence. Yes, that we are agents. We've gone through this. Let's get first. Apart from we have those on record. Someone told you what is the evidence. You told us what an agent is, what your agent would be. Is there such that was told to you?
Yes, my lord.
You have such
Babide
evidence.
Sherina.
You have such evidence. Them being agents, the first respondent. Then you can.
Agents and campaigners. My
Okay.
lord.
You have evidence that they are campaigners.
Within the
That you are
affidavit
affiliated.
at 1256 for Sherina. Babide.
Was Sherina Is Sherina an NRM? Is it possible that Sherina is an NRM supporter?
It could be possible.
Is it possible that Sherina was your voter?
Yes, my lord.
Is it true that your supporter would want you to win at all costs?
Yes, my lord.
So besides the evidence of your supporter who wanted you to win, what is the evidence that you have that they were agents of the first respondent or campaigners? You have it? Yes.
The evidence is what I would have to say.
Besides those statements of your supporter, any other support of that? Document, photographs, because elsewhere I did volunteer that someone is a agent.
No, my lord.
It is your statement in paragraph 18 that people like Nasanga Deborah, registered voter, was obstructed from voting.
Yes, my lord.
What was the basis of this information that actually Nasanga did not vote? You are not there. Basis that actually Nasanga did not vote. Because that is the one you would pick out of unknown.
I attached a certified copy
Okay.
of the fact that she's a voter.
Okay.
In that
Ring
area.
F. Ring F. See it. Ring your annex to F. You're looking for evidence. And that is evidence that Nasanga was obstructed and that Nasanga did not vote. You can assist.
Appendix F.
So, what is on that page? Tell us the contents of that page. Within the detail we have run.
It is a certified copy of the voter's roll
Okay? It's a voter's roll.
for the polling station for Nasanga.
Okay. So, where is? I'm looking for where in that voters register. What was Nasanga ticked?
No, my lord.
Was anyone on that roll ticked that you have?
No, my lord.
None. So is it the case that all those people were obstructed and they did not vote? The purpose of this evidence?
No, my lord, but this is the voters'
Okay.
roll, the accessories.
Now you're taking us to the voters' roll. What is the purpose of the voters' roll in the voting exercise?
To ascertain that she's a voter.
After ascertaining, because that is not in dispute, you're not saying she's not a voter, due to this evidence of yours. Anyway, be precise. Does it show whether she voted or she didn't?
No, my lord.
It doesn't show. So that register does not show anyway that Nasanda was obstructed. That attachment.
No, my lord.
Okay. Again, under this paragraph, whatever happened, again I'll be precise, within your statement under paragraph 16, can you confirm that nothing here shows that all this was within the knowledge, personal knowledge of the first respondent?
Yes, my lord, according to the evidence produced before.
Yes, tell us. We are here, that's why we were there. Show us that it was within his knowledge. Probably he was there. That was within his knowledge.
It's within the affidavits I've presented.
That's why you were there. Show us that evidence. Because it's not in this attachment. Is it there? We've been through this. I think it's in your interest that we first. Is that knowledge there? Referred to, or even inferred? I say it is not. Because you can't find it there. Would I be wrong to say it's not there?
The evidence is there. Within
Show
the
us.
affidavits.
That's why we are here. Show us specific, that it shows that he was aware that Ukenya Bone, whenever Mwezo, Brad Subuga, Senonjo Jedward, Sempija Joseph, Sam Kasile, Alma Scovia, and others, that he knew that you were there, that he consented to their being there, and that he approved. Acknowledge, consent, and approve. That was all this that we go to the next. Okay, do you know where he was? Was Honorable Nalukoola at this polling station on that day?
My lord,
You know
in
it.
some
Was he there?
affidavits, he's mentioned to be at Iwogo.
Was he there within your knowledge? This one, when these people were there, was he there? Paragraph 18, this is your information. Why know it more than you do? Okay,
No, my lord.
no. In their evidence, they say that these people were, while they were there, Nalukoola was also there.
In their evidence, some people
Nalukoola was there.
mention having
18.
seen him.
Babiri Sherina, does this state that Nalukoola was there? It's not there.
No, my lord, in this particular one. But put on Salim Saleh states.
No, this one. Okay.
16.1
Okay.
said otherwise.
In this one, stating that he knew, probably he was there, that he knew, he consented, he approved.
No, my lord.
Okay. Do you know the number of people who are obstructed?
No, my lord.
Are you aware that the Electoral Commission has the powers to adjourn? As a participant, that the Electoral Commission has the powers to adjourn or postpone conduct of an election or even counting. Are you aware?
Yes, my lord.
What was in the report from your purported agents? What happened? It's not at obstructing. What happened? Did they report to the Electoral Commission for us to do that?
My lord, most of these offences happened.
Do you,
on
did
election
they,
day,
did they
and
report?
afterwards we came to court.
Was there a report? Because the Electoral Commission is mandated. You are talking of obstruction. Again, I will tell you, just one offense can overturn the will of the people of Kawempe, probably in your favor or in their disfavor. It is simple. Was there a report? It's a public thing. It's not even
No,
about
my
you.
lord, but we
Good.
came here
No,
to
no
see
report.
court readings.
So it is your statement that there would be no basis upon which the Electoral Commission would do this. There was no report. There was no report. Not even to police.
My lord, these offences, most of them happened on the day of the election.
Were you there?
As was informed
Were you
by the
there?
agents. So we later sought court redress.
Were you there?
No, my lord.
You are not there. Was a report given to you? You say no. Do you know of any report which was given to police? You are talking about obstruction and violence. Was there any report given to police?
I can't answer that.
You did not know.
I didn't.
Paragraph 19. Read your paragraph 19.
I'm informed by Chikamai which information I verified to be true and correct from the day of the election, the first respondents, agents, and campaigners, Julius Muteli, Matthias,
Now, with this 19, with this knowledge, consent, approval, instruct election officers to it. Yes, proceed.
I'm informed by Chikamai which information I believe to be true and correct on the day of the election. The first respondents, agents, and campaigners, Julius Muteli, Matthias Wataga, and Honorable Shiata Hillary, aka Dr. Hildeman, all belonging to the National Unity Platform political party of the first respondent, obstructed election officers at Kazangola, NAKK to NAMAS, at Moses Road polling station by invading the polling station, ordering electoral officials on what to do and checking voters' registers and rolls to confirm voters, even though they were not the designated polling agents for the first respondents for that polling station, among others.
You are not polling agents. There are no designation. Do you know what designation means?
Yes, my lord.
So it is your statement that they were not designated agents of the first respondent.
Yes, my lord.
So am I right to state that they were not the first respondent's agents?
Yes,
Please keep it. Okay. Was there any report about what transpired at this polling station? These are brave. Any report of the three? You know now what I was asking. Any report, any? Either to you,
cannot
even NRM, probably,
ascertain that.
even police, even electoral commission. There's none. So that we rush through. $19. I'm further informed by Senator Lawrence, information I believe to be true and correct, that on election day, David Lewis Rongoya, SG, together with a group of supporters, obstructed instructed election officers. Well, was there any report of election officers about this incident? You are speaking for, was there any such report?
This was informed by the Senator.
Is he an election officer?
He is not an election
Do you have any evidence, names of the election officers who are obstructed? Names. And a complaint from them.
No, my lord.
And there's no information as under 19. Nothing here qualifies under 19 that it was with his knowledge, if at all, consent or approval. I'm adding everything now, like that obstruction. There is no such information, right?
No, my lord.
Wow. Legal practices 20. The rest of the offenses is taken up by my colleagues. I'll go straight to the prayers which led to what I touched. All through you're talking about non-compliance 22-1. Non-compliance, which affected the result. No, okay, the violence, are you aware? Are you aware that the first respondent was beaten up? Are you aware that I raised this guy? Are you aware that he was beaten up during this election exercise? You're saying election process. Are you aware that Honorable Nalukoola was beaten up? From nomination date, are you aware? From nomination date that the Honorable Nalukoola was beaten up.
Yes, my lord.
Were you also beaten up?
No, my lord.
Are you aware that he was beaten up by military men? Okay, people in
My
military.
lord. My lord, the security of elections is in the hands of my electoral commission.
Did you hear about it? Everything you heard, you heard. At least did you hear that it was the military that beat up the Honorable Nalukoola?
My lord, I object to that line of question. There is no such thing in anywhere in the affidavit, or even prayers that Mr. Mwiz is now referring to in the affidavit of the witness. She's not referred to that anywhere.
Lord, this is part of violence, and she has already been put on record that she knows he was beaten. Beating is violence, and she talks about the entire election. And I rest my case. Yes. Are you aware? The knowledge. I'll finish with that. That the military men.
My lord,
Oh, security. Okay, you want to prefer security.
the security vested with the responsibility of the second respondent.
Are you aware that the beating was by any security? I'm not going to read that. Aware. Knowledge. Because it's various.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. Do you know the head of security in this country? Just if you know. The head of security.
Yes, my lord.
Is it EC? Because you refer to it.
My lord, I refer to the fact that the electoral commission
Is
handles that security.
the EC the head of security in this country?
No, my lord.
Is it true that the commander-in-chief is the head of security in this country?
Yes, my lord.
Is the commander-in-chief the chairman of your sponsoring party, the National Resistance Movement?
Yes, my lord.
Were you beaten?
Answered.
And Nalukoola was beaten.
Yes.
And confirm that Nalukoola, even in that, won this election. And this was declared as winner. Can you confirm that?
Yes,
I'm obliged. I rest my segment, and my colleague will go on this particular legal practices. Right there. I'm obliged. My Lord, thank you for
I work for the record, Alex Uganda. I will be very brief with you. I take it that you've been in Kawempe for some time. Hajat, are you aware that between 2005, when multi-party democracy was introduced, to 2025 today, Kawempe North has been represented in Parliament?
Yes.
Can you also confirm that you are a member of the National Resistance Movement?
Yes,
So between 2005 to 2025, that is 20 years, has the National Resistance Movement had a member of parliament representing the people of Kawempe North in the parliament?
No, my lord.
So you are going to become the first one?
Yes, my lord.
Okay. So, Madam Nambi, is it true that you canvassed for votes in Kawempe North?
Yes, my lord.
And is it the people of Kawempe North voted Mr. Nalukoola as their member of parliament?
Without the 14 polling stations, my lord.
No, is it true that they voted him as their member of parliament?
Declared him. Yes, my lord.
So, who is currently representing Kawempe North? Who is your MP in parliament?
Honorable Nalukoola.
But please quite be loud.
Honorable Nalukoola.
Honorable Nalukoola is your MP. So we will go to paragraph 20. Your affidavit. Your affidavit in support of the petition. So you're saying that you state that before and on election day, the first respondents, agents, and campaigners, with his knowledge, consent, or approval, committed the illegal practice of bribery.
Yes, my lord.
So can you confirm to this honorable court that in this statement of yours, there is nowhere where Nalukoola, the first respondent, committed any act of bribery? Personally. Just want us to have that out of the way. What is the answer?
No, my lord.
No. So there is nowhere. Indeed. Hajat Nambi, which part of Kawempe does Maumbe George William reside?
Chiganda. Kawempe too.
Chiganda where? Kawempe too.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. And do you know Maumbe George William personally?
Yes, my lord.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for Kenya Public Service.
No. I had it not there. So when did you last meet Maumbe George William? This year?
This morning, Your Honor.
This morning. We move to paragraph 20.3 of your affidavit. You say that your father informed by Maumbe George William, which information you believe to be true and correct, that on election day between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m., under a jackfruit tree next to a shrine. You have a shrine in Kawempe?
My lord, that's what the paragraph is saying.
I just wanted to confirm. And a shrine at Ouma's place near a parking yard known as Zion in Chiganda Zone, LC1. So before I continue, I want to confirm from you. Were you personally at this place between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. on the election day?
No, my lord.
So just confirm that whatever you stated here is what you were told.
Yes, my lord.
Thank you. That Ben Ntale Mukasa, a councillor at Kawempe Division, belonging to the National Inter-Platform Political Party of the first respondent, gave him 5,000 shillings to vote for the first respondent and refrain from voting for me. Maumbe George William is a registered voter at Clinton Junior School, and you refer us to some annexure H. Could we go there with you?
It's page 1116.
So page 1116. So can you show code from where Maumbe George William is?
So page 1116.
Yes.
9. Annexure H.
So page 1116, I am there with you. So by looking at the site, are you able to tell us or tell court whether Maumbe voted or he did not vote?
No, my lord.
So by also looking at this evidence that you brought before court, are we able to tell who he voted for and who he refrained from voting?
No, my lord.
Thank you, Madam Nambi. Madam Nambi, are you able to tell this honorable court whether Maumbe George William voted in this election? The answer is not there.
Yes, my lord.
So did he vote or did he not vote?
He voted, my lord.
Did you see Maumbe George William voting? And where did you see him voting from?
My lord, again, in his affidavit, he mentions that he was told to vote and attended the voting exercise.
Being told to vote is another thing. My question was, you say he voted, and my question was simply a follow-up question. Could you be in position to tell this honorable court where he voted from, and if you saw him voting?
My lord, I did not see him voting, but according to his affidavit, he votes from Prince of Junior School, Kenya, to M.
Yeah, where he votes from is fine. I also want to take you to that actual 20.3. You talk about Ben in Mukasa. That he purportedly gave a 5,000 shilling bribe to Maumbe.
Yes, my lord.
So is it your evidence that he was an agent of the first respondent?
No, my lord.
So Ben Mukasa was not an agent of the first respondent. Okay. Madam Hajat Nambi, do we have any evidence on record of bribery that allegedly occurred as early as 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. were reported to the Electoral Commission on that voting day? Because the law allows you immediately to cite an offense being committed.
No, my lord, but we came before court.
Hajat Nambi,
Yes, my lord.
is it also true that Maumbe George Williams swore an affidavit in support of your petition in this matter before court?
Yes, my lord.
So are you present, you, Honorable Nambi, were you present when the said Maumbe George William was swearing the said affidavit?
Yes, my lord.
Where were you?
We were at the Electoral Commission offices, my lord.
You were at the Electoral
NRM Electoral.
Commission offices.
I beg your pardon.
Sabit was very worried.
My lord, it's NRN.
Okay. And where are the NRM Electoral Commission offices situated?
Nakasero, my lord, not that one.
Nakasero, Lot 13. And that is where Maumbe swore this affidavit from.
Yes, my lord.
Did he sign it?
Yes, my lord.
So let's go to that affidavit. Show it, God, tell us where it is.
Subscribing to this channel.
1276, my lord. 1276, my lord, on the petitioner's bundle. Yes, my lord, that's the page. So, are we there with you?
Yes.
So look at that affidavit and tell court on which date did you and Maumbe make that affidavit? Could you read the date to court? Which date and which month did you make that affidavit with Maumbe?
There is no date.
So there is no date on which you made that affidavit.
My lord, the witness is not the one who made it. It's Maumbe.
She was present.
Yeah, but she's not the one who made it. Maybe it is different from being around.
Madam Hajat Nambi, do you have any other affidavit for Maumbe that he made for you? Because I'm referring to your documents. I'm not importing anything, and I'm simply asking you to read what you have in your documents. So that's not mine. Which month? Could you tell court? Which month did your witness who saw these briberies depone that affidavit? In which month? You could read to court. A date is not a month. Which month?
There's no month.
So we confirm that this